do something, it's like it's just about time the government is recognizing. And now, if you look at what the government has also done now, they separated, because art, culture, and tourism used to be one ministry, right? But now, under this present government, this Ashwaju-led government, they've separated, right, this ministry. We now have creative, there's a ministry, art, culture, and creative economy, right?
And creative economy, okay.
Yes. So creating that is like, they putting more focus, right? A whole ministry that is dedicated solely for that creative economy. It shows that they're paying attention. And the new minister has been very active. Last Saturday, the minister, Hanatu Musawa, yes, that's her name, she came to my exhibition on Saturday. And out of a very tight schedule, very tight, she made it to my exhibition. It wasn't like a big occasion. She came because she wanted to see the show. In fact, at the exhibition, it was even the closing day. So it was just me and 2 other people. So even in my mind, I was like, maybe you guys don't have to come. There's really nobody here. But she said, no. She was supposed to be going to the airport. She said, no, they will make a detour and come to the exhibition. So she came, and she's been trying to be physically present and to physically meet practitioners in the art ecosystem, because she wants us to know that for the first time, this government actually is interested. And rightfully so, because the truth is, if government does not realize the importance and the role of art in nation building, there is no way you can move and say you want to be considered a serious economy globally. Because you see, art is a tool that every smart, developed or developing country uses as part of nation building and also economy. The global arts business or sale, for example, they say is about 65 billion naira. It's $65 billion annually. The United States alone, right, takes over 50% of that every year. During the Cold War, right, the United States, the Cold War between the US and Russia.
And Russia, yes.
Part of the tools, right, that were used during that war was art by the United States government. You see? So, you have to understand how art is used.
Well, how did they use art?
So they played a cultural war on Russia. And I'll give you like the popular ones that we all experienced, but we didn't know that was what they were doing at the time. You know a movie called Rocky?
Yes, Rocky Balboa.
You remember the one with Stallone and Dolph Lundgren? Good.
Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago. You remember very well how the flag of the US and the flag was Russia played significant visual role in that movie, because every time Rocky is coming, he's holding the flag of the United States, and every time Ivan Drago is coming, he's holding the flag of the USSR at the time. So when they enter the ring to fight, the psychological impact on the viewer is that US and Russia are fighting.
Meanwhile, it was 2 boxers.
And the moment that Rocky won, it's a psychological thing for Americans watching the film now. The US have won. Every Russian that watches that movie will feel a psychological impact of defeat. Move from there. Go again to Sylvester Stallone's movie. Rambo 2.
Rambo 2.
Right? Again, They played it as though it was Russia versus
USA.
USA. Then I remember another Van Damme's movie, Bloodsport. It was the same thing. So, subliminally, America have been using art. Now, in fine art, what they also did was they got a lot of artists, who are like Russian artists, like people from the old USSR, so I'll use somebody, let's say, Mark Roscoe, for example, was from the former USSR, moved to the US. What did they do? They championed him to be an American artist, even though his origin is Russia. But they championed him, right? Made it as though America gave him culture. Like whatever he was before was not enough to define his personality. So he comes to America, they made it as though his work, his art is American. His eyes open to freedom, right? Like whatever he had before was communism, was in prison. He was not free in his mind. But when he came to America to make art, his art now shows freedom. And what was America selling against Russia at that time? Freedom versus
entrapment, yes.
You see what I mean? So they used it a lot. In fact, songs like, is it Bruce Springsteen? What's this song? Born in the USA. Is it Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen, correct, in the 1980s.
Songs like that. You wouldn't know how those songs were affecting you psychologically to make you see America as the land of the free, the land of the brave. You can be whatever you want. You can be open. We didn't know how that was impacting us. And till today, some of us who experienced all of that, we still see Russia as closed. We still see Russia as that place where everybody is steely-jawed and you cannot be free like the US. And yet, I've not even been to Moscow before. But the perception that America used art to portray Russia to me, I believe that all of them are just like, strong-faced people that are not free, that are not relaxed.
Or not friendly.
So they use that. I was telling someone recently, do you also know that I believe that during IBB's time in Nigeria, I think that the government at the time, they also used it. In fact, I think the Minister for Culture the Minister for Information was Alex Akiyele.
Yes, Chief Alex Akiyele of blessed memory.
Good.
Correct.
Was the Minister of Information, meaning he was responsible for propaganda, right? Do you know that I think that he also employed a similar tactics? Because when IBB came in, there was a bit of ethnical issue in that his government overthrew Idi Agbon. Because I think to the Yoruba people, Idi Agbon was our guy. Right? Under Buhari's first time.
Yes.
So I remember, I think after that coup, there was kind of like a friction between the Southwest and the North. When they pushed IBB's middle name, that Badamosi, at a point, they pushed the narrative so much to us that they even said IBB has maybe his mother or has relationship from Ogbomoso.